Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon Abonifo and I'm a paper crafter. Please, I'm going to be talking to you today about business tips in paper crafting. So if you want to go into paper craft business, paper flower business, and you live in Nigeria, then I have a few tips for you. A background to my story: I started my paper crafting in 2016, 15, 16 thereabout, and since then I have never left paper flowers, paper crafting, and I love to do everything about paper crafting. So I have also established a business over 4 years, over more than 4 years now, and I have one or two things to share with you for those who want to start a business in paper crafting, paper flowers business, and you live in Nigeria, or you live in any of the African countries, or even if you live abroad. You could learn one or two things about my experience, right? So if you want to go into paper crafting and you don't know where to start from, you're thinking, okay, I want to start a paper craft business, what do? I don't have any idea. Or you've already started and you're thinking, what are the things that I need to know before I start this business? Here we're going to be talking about that in this video. Alright, before we start this video, please, I would like you to give my video a thumbs up, click and subscribe to my channel. Please help a sister out, right? So that you can be notified when I drop videos. And you really love this channel because I have a lot to share with you about my experience, right? So let's get right into the video. Now we're talking about things you need to know before you start paying for courses, learning how to do the crafts. You just want to have a general knowledge. You've seen paper crafts, paper flowers somewhere, you've seen artwork, designs in homes, in shops, and you're thinking, oh, I could do this because probably it costs a lot of money to get these things on your wall. So what do I need to know before I start learning how to make paper flowers and stuff, right? So the first thing you need to do is you need to have interest. Sorry, I wrote things down, so I'll be looking down on my notes, right? So interest, you need to have interest in it. It has to be something that interests you. You have interest before we go to passion, because passion is already love this thing and you're passionate about it. But you need to have, it has to start with an interest. So you need to have interest in things that has to do with making things you make with your hands, crafting. You have to have interest in crafting in general, not just interest in paper flowers, but interest in crafting, because paper flower business goes more than just making flowers, right? There are a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn, I mean. All right, so you need to have interest. Then the interest should generate, or should follow a pattern into passion, right? So it transcends into passion. From interest, it transcends into having a passion for it. Now, having a passion for paper craft business is key, because if you're going to start a paper flower business or paper craft business, there are lots of shortcomings on the way, and you want to make sure that this is what you really want to do and what you love doing, so you can stay focused and not be distracted, right? Because in case you start this business and it doesn't start paying you immediately, so what do? So interest and passion is very key. So number two, you have to think about usability in your local environment where you are. Do people ask for things like this? Do you think that people will be interested in buying the end product, the finished products? All right, you have to think about that. Usability, how usable are your products going to be in your local environment? So if you make a rose flower, how usable is it? Where are they going to use it? In what cases? In which cases are they going to use it? In what situations will they need it? So it has to come, business is about demand and supply. So if somebody is not demanding for it, then your supply will be limited, right? So you can just keep, you don't have any demand to service, then your supply is going to be is going to be useless. So you need to make sure that in your local environment is usable. You may see it online, like for example, if you live in Ogun State, for example, and you are seeing pictures of people using it in Lagos, ask your environment there. It could be that the way they use it in Ogun State will be different from the way they use it in Lagos. So you have to check about usability. Is very, very key, right? And also you also have to check, is it seasonal? Is it something that is seasonal? Is it something that can be used all year round? Is it a hot cake product that once you drop it immediately, people are just rushing, or is it something that they buy in seasonal, maybe during Christmas or birthdays or celebrations? You have to also check that, right? I'm going to be doing a video on how profitable paper flower business is, and you should look out for that, right? So you also need to check under usability. Is it slow moving or is it fast moving consumer product? Definitely paper flowers is not fast moving consumer product. So actually, but you have to check usability. The reason I'm bringing this up is because usability differs from locality to locality, so you have to be very precise, right? Then you need to talk about how the next point is, how profitable is it? A detailed video is going to come about profitability of paper flower business. I need you to really look out for that, because I'm going to be sharing much information on how profitable it is, and how you can make money from it. But for now, we're going to be talking about is it profitable. Think about, is it profitable? How much can you get for making? Because paper flowers takes a lot of time and effort and energy you put into it, so you really need to be sure that it's going to be profitable for you. You want to ask yourself, can I do this as my mainstream of income, or should it just be left as a side business, right? So you want to talk about how profitable it is. Remember, usability and profitability comes hand in hand, because if it's not being used properly, then it's not going to be profitable, right? Okay, then the last thing I want to talk about is you have to research other paper crafters in your locality. Research other paper crafters. Check, is there a paper crafter in the area where you stay? Okay, you may want to reach out to the person, maybe via Instagram pages, maybe via Facebook pages. You just want to go through their information, what they are doing, what they are posting out, and see what you can do to improve yours. Or okay, yes, you could look into it. It's okay, I can do this. Then look at how responses are coming up for those people, especially if you're starting out and you want to put this out on your social media. You want to look at how responses are coming in for these people. Research them. How do they sell? What do they sell? How do they sell it? How do they arrange it, right? And then if you're okay with all this information, then you can now go ahead and pay for a course and learn it, and then put your energy into it, right? In my next video, I'm going to be really sharing how profitable paper flower business is, because I've been one for the past 4-5 years now, and I hope you look out for that video. So please look at all these points, and then make your research and see if it has really helped you and you got value. Please don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah!